Hello there. Thanks for joining me for another edition of the AFCON 2019 show on Sahara TV. My name is Gernot Rohr. Nigeria has ended our AFCON 2019 campaign with a third place performance, which has earned the Super Eagles a golden bronze medal. On the show today, we'll be reviewing the sojourn of the Super Eagles at the championship. And joining me to do justice to this is an analyst that will be coming right after this time out. Don't go away. It's the AFCON show on Sahara TV. All right, you're welcome back to the AFCON 2019 show on Sahara TV. My name is Gernot Rohr, and joining me to look at the sojourn of the Super Eagles at the championship is Ridwan Yusuf. Ridwan, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here. I'm thrilled to make my debut here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, Nigeria has missed out in the last two editions of the AFCON. Yeah, talking about the African Cup of Nations, and it's good to have Nigeria back. But for the opting time, Nigeria is ending this campaign with a golden bronze. What is your feeling about this, and what should I say, your perspective to the campaign so far?
About Nigeria's campaign?
Yeah. Talking about Nigeria's campaign.
For me, I think Nigeria did well. I know many fans expected them to lift the trophy, but a third place finish is not a bad placement in the tournament. So It's a really good ending for them. They finished well because they met top teams, and the team is very young. I think at the World Cup, we were the youngest team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
At this AFCON, we have only 3 players who played at the
2013, the last edition that we won.
Where we won. That is Ahmed Musa, Romero, and Mikel. So the team is young. Indeed, it will be all of them. Even Trust Ekong, who is let's say the second vice captain, they are all young players. I don't think Trust Ekong is up to 28 years. I think it's 25 or 26.
Yeah.
So all of them, they are still young. So yes, the fans are disappointed, but like I said, it's not a bad finish for them to come home with a bronze medal. They defeated the defending champions, Cameroon, and they won last night against Tunisia. Tunisia is ranked, I think, 25th in the world. So they defeated top teams. Like I said, they defeated Cameroon too, so it's not a bad finish for them.
All right. Okay, going forward, a lot of people will be disappointed. Let's look at the fans. Some of them are calling for the outright sack of the coach. Would you say it is the entitlement, or it is a good call, or do you feel otherwise?
Personally, I'm not a fan of Gernot Rohr. But I feel he should be allowed to continue with the job. I think changing coaches frequently would not help the team. He's just in his third year in the job, and he has not done badly. I checked his win ratio. I think he's now the third coach in Nigeria's history who has won most matches. I think is now just behind the late Stephen Keshi. So I think he has not done badly. He should be allowed to continue with the job because, if we have to say Pinnick should sack him, who else do we bring on board? Can we say, most people are talking about Emmanuel Amunike, and some are saying, Samson Siasa. They are telling the NFF president to look into the homegrown coaches. I think, for me, that is not really the solution because Emmanuel Amunike, he was sacked by Tanzania. Is out of 10 competitive matches, he won only 2. So you cannot just say he's best for the job, considering his record. The same thing applies to Siasia. The 2017 edition of the African Nations Cup, which we failed to qualify for, Siasia was the interim boss then. He failed to qualify us for the Nations Cup. The same competition, Gernot Rohr qualified the nation for. So we can, and Siasia has been there twice. I just feel they should allow the man continue because Is there, the only thing I object to is I'm not sure. The facts are not verifiable for now because I learned the NFF president wants to send him on a refresher course abroad.
That's a question that, because I don't think, do you teach
a 60-year-old man,
an old horse,
yes,
do you teach him a new trick?
I think that is a waste of resources for me because he's supposed to be experienced. The guy I met yesterday, they played together in the 70s. That was the Tunisia coach. Yes, they played together in the 70s. So this is a man who has been in the game for so long. So why sending him, unless the NFF are not the ones who are going to finance the trip? Well, if it is coming from his own pocket, fine. But
all right, Ridwan, let's look at there is also this news about the captain of the side who has played his last game. As we heard, report says that that's Mikel Obi, played his last game for the Super Eagles. There is a void, I think, that we need to fill as far as that particular midfield is concerned. So how do we go about it if you want us to keep Gernot Rohr, who, for me, has not found that missing link yet?
Yes, I think John Obi Mikel is not really a creative midfielder. Over the last few years, he has played more of a holding midfield role compared to that, let's say, a 10.
Okay.
So now we have that covered because we have Etebo and we have Ndidi.
Okay.
So I don't think we really have problem with the only thing is I was speaking with someone yesterday. I told him Mikel only made the squad because it's just, to me, Rohr wasted his slot because he's just the captain. Okay, he's part of the team. Before Rohr named him to the Nations Cup, he didn't partake in almost all the qualifying matches, I think. Okay. So he was just part of the squad, and he played 2 or 3 matches. He was ineffective in those matches. He ought to play yesterday. He was injured. So I think, yes, his time is over. For me, like I said, Rohr just wasted his slot. It would have been better if he had called up an MPFL player. We have them plenty here. He should have called them up to replace him instead of just wasting that slot. So although credit to him, for the first time in history, a Nigerian coach, Super Eagles coach, used all the 23 players. I think credit to him for that.
Okay.
But replacing Mikel, I don't think Mikel is a legend, but he is Mikel.
Okay.
The other players are what they are, or who they are rather. So okay. I don't think Mikel. We should put more concentration on replacing Mikel. No, we should just look forward to the future
and allow them grow, right?
Yes.
Okay, finally, before we go on the show, there is a particular complaint also about the goalkeeping area. We've seen all those goalkeepers, and some still feel that none of them has inspired confidence. Do you agree, or do you think we should look?
Yes, I totally agree with that. Like I commented on my social media page recently, I said, for me, the 3 goalkeepers are not bankable at all. Francis Uzor, Daniel Akpeyi, Ikechukwu Ezenwa. For me, 3 of them are not reliable at all because I watched all the Super Eagles game, but the only one I watched fully was the match against South Africa, and that day I was not really confident in Akpeyi because anytime Trust Ekong gives him a back pass, to me it looks shaky. So I don't. Then the same thing with Ezenwa, though he was in goal against Madagascar, I think. The 2 goals I can't really fault him, but still yet he has been in the national team for like 2 years now. But still yet I don't think he has been able to win over the fans. I don't think he has been able to give us that confidence that okay, even when Enyama was there, yes, he makes mistakes once in a while, but still yet we have that confidence. He's a top goalkeeper. So I said, Yoruba people will say Folorun Shaw. The three of them, I just said they are Folorun Shaw because they are not really bankable at all. But thank God we had at the Nations Cup, we had a rock solid defender in Omeru, and we also have Trust Ekong. Okay. The partnership was okay. Okay. Except when Leon Balogun comes in and just something, I don't know what's really wrong with him. But the defense line is okay. The goalkeeping area is a department that really calls for worry, and I think the Agu says he's developing. That's the goalkeeper trainer. He says he's developing. We are not seeing those improvements. Wow. So I just think probably they should just look for another, let's say another MPL. We have good goalkeepers in the LPL. We have Ojo Olorunleke for Aqua United, though he also last season he was the Brazilian coach was rotating him with the Cameroonian goalkeeper, but still yet I think Ojo Olorunleke, if given the chance, can prove his worth. Then we also have the Rangers goalkeeper. All right. I think Kayode also. So yeah. So we have them like that.
Some even said that maybe Theophilus fellow also can also fit it.
Yes, because he has had experience playing with the national team right from the underage competition. All
right. So if you were to rate, before I let you go finally now, if you had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, rate the Super Eagles' performance at the AFCON 2019.
Well, I'll give them 7 over 10 because their first game against Burundi, they were not in sparkling form, but they grinned out the result. That is the most important. Second game against Guinea, it was a tough game. Credit to them, they came out tops. Third game against Madagascar, I felt because they had already qualified, so I can't really fault them. Then the knockout game against Cameroon, though to me they were not really spectacular because for me, Cameroon and Nigeria are just at par in terms of quality. Okay. I thought Cameroon, for me, are just like, it is just the name. They are not really a strong team again. It's just the name. So it's just like a balanced contest. So, and we won as well. The only thing, we won the defending champion, but to me that day we were not really spectacular, but chances that came our way, we utilized them. Like the first goal from Odiane Gallo and his second goal as well. Right. But the third goal was neatly taken. So then the next game against South Africa, yes, we played well that day too and we won. So, but the last game, that was the heartbreaker. So, though Algeria is a very good team, on paper we are ranked higher than them, I think, but still, yes, I think they are tactically organized. So, something was telling me that day, had we taken that match to extra time, we could have won.
Been lucky. Yes, they did very well.
Because right from time I said I didn't give Nigeria the chance to win. Okay. But I said if that luck is with us, we could have won the Nations Cup. But I think on a scale of 10, I'll give them 7 over 10. They didn't do badly.
All right. Of course, you just heard from Ridwan Yusuf, who has given the Super Eagles 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. But anyway, you can also rate the Super Eagles. Feel free to rate the Super Eagles as you watch this particular episode and let us know. We'll get the feedback from you. All right, Ridwan Yusuf, thanks for joining us again on this, or making your debut on the show.
Thanks for having me, sir.
I hope you enjoy your baptism of fire.
Very well.
All right. Okay, that's it. All right, that's it for this edition of the AFCON 2019 show on Sahara TV. I hope to join you soon for another edition. Keep watching Sahara TV Sports.